I should take a note or two with spellings or something like of a name or whatever. Would you, do you speak any English, Mrs. Repko?
Yeah, she talks English.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, it's broken English, but she talks.
Oh, that's fine.
She uses the phone, makes long distance calls and everything. So
Okay. Could you tell me first what your full name is, so that we can... What's your first name?
Repko.
Nahalka Repko.
Repko.
Yeah, Trista Nahalka Repko.
How do you
That's
spell
got
it?
never met it.
Yeah,
What was your maiden name?
that's what it was.
Well,
Nahalka.
How do you spell it?
Yeah, well, I think it's Nahalka. Huh? That's how we spell. So.
Okay. All right. Would you mind telling me when you were born, your birthday? What year? Day?
1896.
Oh, what month? What month? That's wonderful.
July
July.
8th.
Wow. 18. Where were you born? In a city?
Gilmer Hosuso.
Where she, it was, at that time, it's Czechoslovakia now.
Oh, it's
Gilmer
Czechoslovakia.
Mege. We mean that so much that
It's like
Gilmer
a
Mege.
town, yeah, but I don't know what how
Gilmer
you say that in English. that town.
Gemer. It would have to be Gemer.
Huh?
Because the other part of it means
Oh, yeah, I
town.
mean,
Yeah.
so much that country. Gilmer Mege.
Yeah.
Gilmer Mege Hosuso.
A province in Austria-Hungary, then.
No.
Is that?
No,
No, it
no,
wasn't?
it's Czechoslovakia now.
Yeah, but in when she would have,
It was
well,
Hungary.
then it would have
It
been
was in
Hungary.
Hungary.
In
Yeah.
Hungary then. But what's your native nationality? Somebody was telling me you're. I thought you were Romanian.
No, she's Hungarian.
Oh, you're Hungarian?
Oh, we need one more.
But Magyar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roger? Oh. Oh,
My
okay.
dad not seen that pen. Oh, go shake.
What was the area like in Hungary that you lived in then? Was it a farming area?
Yeah.
Farming? Did your parents farm the land then? Or yeah. So how did you go to school at all in Hungary?
Yeah,
In
I
the,
have good school, yeah.
a church school or a
Yeah,
state
church
school?
too, Lutheran church.
Lutheran.
Lutheran church, and also were you Reformed then? Hungarian Reformed?
No. Lutheran.
Lutheran that's different from
Yeah, it
Reformed.
is,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Did you live in there for a long time before coming to America?
Vagy mit képzeld?
Hány éves volt, mikor itt jött?
Mert én nem tudom, hogy én hány éves voltam, csak idő.
She was already married and had 2 children, so.
Oh, so you...
Akkor Amerikába jöttem,
Yeah.
vagy 22 vagy 23,
23, 24.
maybe 21, 22.
Oh.
1922. Well, we could figure it out. Irene was born 1918.
Ah.
Hány éves volt idén, mikor idehozta?
3.
Well, she was born 1918, Irene. She was 3 years old, so that makes it, well, it's about, say, around
I bring
1922.
2 kids from Oakland. One boy, one girl.
One boy and one girl before you came, huh?
Yeah.
Could you tell me about what life was like in Hungary before you came? What kind of life you had? What you did? Growing up.
No. I spent a long time ago.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's hard.
64 years.
I
No,
know.
but she
I
wants to
forgot
know.
everything.
Well, they had no wood floors. They used to scrub their floors with common.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what the floors were made of. They're
Yeah.
still made of there some places.
They had big farms and stuff like that.
What did they grow in the farms there? Did they grow grapes, like the Tokay grapes, or something else? Or?
Szőlőt, nem szőlőt nőtt. A gardenba, a farmon, mi volt? Like,
No, everything. Potatoes, corn,
Corn?
everything.
Oh. Did you help when you were growing up on the farm? What did the young girls
I
do?
worked too much.
Did you have a big family? Did you have lots of brothers?
Country must work.
Oh.
You know, work, you know, eat.
Oh.
Maybe no better.
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding almost was.
Did you have a big family? Did you have lots of brothers and
Yeah,
sisters?
I got big family.
How many? Can you name them or? Tell me.
6,
6?
5 girls make 1 boy.
Oh.
My mother.
Were you among the older girls or younger? How in the family?
No, my brother oldest.
Your brother was the oldest, and then where did you fit in after that?
5 girls.
Maga volt-e fiatalabb, vagy de közepére valahol?
Ja, kiinnostalóan én voltam. No, én nem voltam, én voltam az öregebb.
She was the oldest girl.
The oldest
Older.
girl. Did you have to do more work because you were the oldest girl then?
No, everybody died, I think.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry about that. So, when you were growing up then, did you do things around the house or did you help with the farming at all?
I helped lots.
Tell me what you did. Can you tell me what you did? What kinds of things did you do?
Everything.
Mit? Mondja neki, hogy mit csinál.
Mit? Vagy én mit csináltam?
Yeah, farmál meg minden.
Kapaltam. Big.
Did,
Full weeds, everything.
Mm.
All day.
Oh. So, you must have been there then during the war, I guess, when you were a young girl. That must have been hard on your family.
That was before the war.
She was there when the war was, because she always talks about the how the soldiers came there and took everything.
Well, that's when it became Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
During the
Maga
Second
ott volt,
World
mikor a háború volt még.
Yeah.
Most mikor jöttek oda az emberek, hogy elmenték
Ugye, 17-ben. I married 17.
1917 she got
And
married.
14-ben volt a háború.
1914 the war
A
was.
war.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Was that hard on your family? Did the men
Oh,
have to
yeah.
go off? Did your
Oh,
brother
yeah.
have to go off to the war and your
But the
father?
soldiers chased him out.
Oh.
They chased the people out of town,
People
took over the
chased them out.
property.
Mm. Oh boy, so your family had a hard time, huh?
Yeah.
So tell me about getting married. Who was this man you married and how did you meet him and so forth?
Hogy mondja?
Kit tett maga el, meg hol találta őket?
My place.
Uh-huh. Was he
I-
someone you knew all along? Like from
Yeah.
childhood?
I got 1 boyfriend and 1 husband all my life.
Uh-huh.
My husband died
1935, yeah.
Oh, a long time ago. Yeah, oh, wow. You've been a widow a long time then.
50 years.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because he died right before I was born. So the
Oh, boy. Can you tell me something about meeting him or about your wedding? What kind of a wedding did you have? And
Milyen lagzi volt? Volt lagzi?
No, not too big.
Not too big.
Not too big wedding.
huh? Did you have a wedding in the Lutheran
Country,
church
no,
there
but
then,
No,
or?
in Mario country. Big,
No.
Big wedding.
Uh-huh.
Little bit. Go church.
Mm-hmm.
You had to have your own feather tick and pillows, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what your parents gave you.
Was your husband from the same village?
Yeah.
He was from the same village. And you knew him pretty well all along. And what was his name, full name then? Your husband's full name, Mrs.
John Repko.
John? Janusz?
You want to see over there?
Oh,
There he is, him and her.
oh yeah,
And
how
that's
nice.
me. Not even that's me.
Beautiful picture. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you end up coming to America then? How did that work?
Why did you
Why did you come?
ide?
Hogy mennyi gyerek?
Miért jött ide? Old countryból.
Then my husband come first.
Oh.
And he wants me.
Mm-hmm. Had he come a lot, or had he come once here? Did he have relatives here in America that he came to
Yeah,
stay
he had
with?
family.
Yeah, he had the uncle, man. Repko's were here first.
They
yeah.
came for work. Things were bad over there.
Did he come right to Windber, or did he? I mean, after he
Yeah.
got off the boat and
Yeah.
everything, he knew he had contacts in Windber.
Yeah.
They helped get him a job. Is that right? Then, and so he came here to mine.
Ő mondta, hogy amikor jött ide Old Countryből, előre jött Wimberre. Apa. Yeah, okay.
And you had 2 children when you came then?
2 children.
Mm-hmm. You remember your...
3 years old, 9 years old, 2.
Oh. Do you remember coming?
He died.
Oh, I'm
Then
sorry.
19 years old, he
Oh.
died.
Remember the boat trip?
Oh, yeah, she told me
Oh,
about
yeah,
lice
she-
and everything.
Most neki
She told us
Mondja
lots of
neki,
stories.
mikor maga gyött mindent, hogy mikor előre gyött, azt nem engedték, hogy maga gyöjjék.
Ó, ja, engedtek engem.
Well, de mondja neki angolulban, hogy ő akarja azt tudni.
Hogy
Mint maga mondta nekünk, hogy mikor a hajó, honnan jött Antwerp.
Antwerpen.
Yeah, okay, mondja angolul neki mindent. I'm telling her to tell you in
Oh, én nem
English.
tudom.
Well, she always told us, she told us everything
Yeah,
when
she
they were
told us
coming over.
fantastic stories. We always said there should be a writer in the
I forgot now everything.
Well, maga mondta
I'll send you
nekünk,
a
hogy egy
tape of this.
asszonyval volt body, azt mindegy
Okay.
Johnnyt hozta.
Oh,
Ő akar olyanokat tudni.
nem,
Meg mikor idi ért, hát oda,
ott hagyott aztán.
they had to scrub them for lice and everything. They're real,
Oh, boy.
real heavy and everything when they got here to.
Még a nő volt.
Yeah, she used to tell long stories
Mhm.
before. I don't know if she
Yeah,
remembers
maybe
that.
she's not in the mood. Did I hear Antwerp? Is that where
Yeah,
you
that's where
left
she left
from?
from.
You left from Antwerp? Do you remember the name of the ship you came on?
No, én nem tudom a nevét.
No,
No.
she doesn't know.
No.
Had your husband been here for a long time
She
before
has-
you
she
came?
has, mint a kis.
No, de hajó, mi volt a hajó neve, maga tudja?
Ó, én mindig beteg voltam, már szük.
Mi volt a neve a hajónak? You don't
Nem
know?
mondom meg.
She doesn't know.
Mm.
Mit tudom én.
Apa meddig volt itt, mikor, mire maga eljött?
Ó, nekem olyan nincsen.
Egy évig vagy 2 évig?
Nem tudom.
She doesn't remember really.
So your husband had been here for a little while before he
Yeah.
brought you then, because your kids would have 3 and 2.
Yeah.
I guess he was here for a couple years maybe before you came. What do you remember when you first came? Did you land in New York then? And did you land in New York
New
Harbor?
Yorkba jött a hajó.
New Yorkban.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We come New York.
In-
And New York for a train. I come over here in there. One car,
Uh-huh.
somebody's place.
Oh. Had your husband been boarding somewhere with someone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd been a boarder with his uncle?
Mhm. Then they gave her a place upstairs in their house
I
to
see.
board.
Where was that? Where was the first place you stayed? Was it in 35?
Right
35?
Yeah.
Not a Repko.
Yeah, right down the
Yeah.
street there.
Yeah, it was right down the street.
Oh, wow. So what did you think when you first arrived here in Winburg?
Mikor látta Wimber, mit gondolt maga? Szép volt, vagy nem, vagy...
I don't know. Same like old country.
It seems like the old country. Did you meet lots of people who spoke Hungarian then right away? And
Funny place.
She thought it was funny.
She didn't like it too much when she
No.
was here. What
Yeah.
she told us.
Oh,
It was
country
different. It was
sick or
dirty and it
like
wasn't
Mindy.
clean like where she came from.
Mhm.
It was cleaner where she came from. It was all farmlands where they...
No mines in Hungary where you lived, huh?
No.
So you weren't used to that. Your husband hadn't mined before he came here, had he? No.
No.
There was nothing.
Oh,
I need not.
Apa nem dolgozott bányába, Okontriba.
No.
No.
huh. So he was working in the mines then, and you came and you set up housekeeping then? Did you get your own house then? Did you get a company house then after a little while?
After a
Or?
while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard most of these stories. That's why we were answering.
Yeah.
Well, I
yeah.
told her.
Okay, well, that helps.
Yesterday I told her, I said, I'll tell her most of the stuff because Mama has been telling us for years already.
Yeah, well, that's nice. And so, well, if you were here at that time, then you must maybe remember something about 1922 when they had the big strike in Winburg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they moved. They went to, mikor strike volt, hova ment? Emiranda.
Were you one of the people
Because
got
strike
evicted?
Yeah, they got evicted.
Mikor move
Strike. Mikor strike-olták, az maga ment lakni,
I move on 22 Street.
22nd Street?
yeah, with somebody.
Every place.
People took them in.
Yeah.
They were kicked out of their houses and people took them in.
Go ahead, she's going to the bathroom. Mikor mentek valami
Oh, felsősök.
tail shoots, that she talks about. So.
Felsős. De oda mentünk az orvoshoz.
That's where she went to the doctor and everything. Tail shoots. She
Did
always
you
says.
write that for me?
Let's figure out how you spell it. Like a parachute.
Kanske.
Ja, jordbrommiga.